Hi, I'm Jeff Good from ITIP Ohio. I'm the president of ITIP Ohio, and I wanted to spend a couple of moments going over the nominations for the Outstanding Technology Using Teacher, as well as the Outstanding Technology Using Administrator of the Year Award. We've been doing this award for around 3 years now, and every year we talk a little bit about making sure folks realize how important it is when you're doing the nomination form. So I wanted to take an opportunity to go over some of the things that we look for within the nomination committee when we're reviewing those nominations for that very special award. Once again, those awards are we're going to be accepting nominations. And if you go to www.itipohio.org and click on the Outstanding Tech Using Administrator and Teacher link, we're accepting nominations until January the 18th, and we hope to make those announcements the end of January. Those awards will be presented at the Ohio Educational Technology Conference in Columbus in February. And wonderful prizes, everything from an annual ISTE membership, a jacket from ISTE. We cover our registration costs for the Google Summit for Education that's taking place this year in Columbus, Ohio, and that's happening in May. So a lot of great prizes, as well as you're part of a group from Ohio that's recognized at the National ISTE Conference, which will be taking place this year in Denver, Colorado. Some of the things to keep in mind: please look over the requirements for the award very carefully and make sure you spend some time looking at the rubrics. Both of those are available to you on our webpage, and spend some time and make sure that when you reply to questions, there are 5 questions that are asked regarding your nomination. Spend some time and look at the rubric to make sure that you're answering those questions in a way that's most favorable to allow for the most amount of points for that person that you're nominating. So when you're doing things like, for instance, has in the teacher award, when you start talking about whether your nominee has contributed to colleagues in the profession by attending professional conferences, seminars, and workshops, take time and be very detailed about the examples of those workshops. The more detailed you are, as you can see from the rubric, the higher the score will be for that nominee. Talk a little bit about, on the teacher side, the positive impact that teacher has on the students. So what you want to do is you want to have specific examples. And the question that talks about innovative applications of technology to address classroom needs. Once again, make sure that your nominee is designing, as the rubric says, designing learning activities which clearly align with classroom needs, and also focuses on the whole concept of, we want to improve student learning. The 4th question when it comes to teachers is, has that teacher been a technology leader? And once again, if I can stress it enough, both on the teacher nomination and the administrator nomination, the more detail you have, the better. Now keep in mind, you've got to keep everything to 2 pages, and there's some specifications about font size, but please take the time and be very detailed. The last question when it comes to the teacher, has your teacher or has that nominee work to improve the quality of education at the school or district? Once again, the more detailed you can be, the better. Obviously detailed and concise. On the administrator side, the first question talks about whether that administrator that you're nominating is a strong leader and who really looks out for new opportunities for tech integration in his or her classroom or in his or her district. So once again, you need to begin to say, how can I clearly and concisely express how this person has been a dynamic leader, and with as clear as you can be, details. Has that nominee, and this is on the administrator side, worked to ensure all staff are provided relevant quality professional development? Give multiple examples. Has that nominee advanced the district's technology plan? Make sure you talk about that district technology plan if you can. Describe how that nominee, and once again, this is on the administrator side, has utilized that technology to foster teacher and student success. And then lastly, on the administrator side, has that nominee demonstrated effective and creative uses of technology to support and enhance the school district's mission. Once again, you've got to do all of that within, what do we say here? You've got 5 short answers. That narrative must be limited to 2 single-spaced pages in 12-point font. But take your time within that nomination and make sure as you answer each question that you're as detailed as you can be. And make sure also that you get at least 1 letter of recommendation from an administrator or a professional that must accommodate that nomination form. Once again, if you have any questions regarding this award, info@itipohio.org. You're really going to have 3 items for that nomination. It's going to be the nomination form, which is available on the ITIP Ohio website, and you need 1 per person. So if you're nominating an administrator and a teacher, you're going to need a nomination form for each person, and that application narrative that you're going to develop over those 5 questions. And keep in mind, once again, that rubric, and you can look at the rubric, it's available right there on the ITIP Ohio webpage, clearly outlines what exactly we're looking for when it comes to those narratives. And then make sure, once again, that you're getting that letter of recommendation. All of that information needs to be emailed to info@itipohio.org. You can see that on your screen. So, and once again, those nominations are due no later than January 18th. Once again, my name is Jeff Good. I'm with ITIP Ohio. And if you have any further questions about the Innovative Teacher and Administrator Award, feel free to send us an email at info@itipohio.org. Thanks so much, and hopefully we'll see your nomination soon.